So here is the beginning of the video. We're going to go ahead and start a YouTube video here. We've kind of just been going here on Twitch for a bit. If you're watching this video, you want to know what the hell, why is Rob, complaining about everything else? And I'm going to summarize everything that happened over the last month of testing restreaming to 5 platforms at the same time and why I'm back to just streaming to Twitch, and the risk involved with that. And for those of you who know me, before we get going, long story short, first of all, just if you don't want to watch the whole video, I'm only streaming to Twitch. So if you want to watch me, I'm going to post this video all over the place so people know, like, why did he stop streaming to all these other things? If you want to watch me, come over to Twitch and watch me. Get an account and you can come over here and watch. But there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to want to do that, and I'm sorry, tough. Twitch is really the only platform we're streaming to, in my opinion, in 2024. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that now. I'm going to break that down. I'm not going to have any fancy graphics. I'm just going to shoot from the hip. So, because I got work to do, and that's one of the main reasons, is less hassle. So let's get into it. So, and by the way, if you are on Twitch right now, please, let me have it. You give me the questions. Way just spell Bianca to press next to the real name. Wow, see. And so let's get into it. The number one reason is because, let's just be real here. Twitch has defined live streaming. Twitch is the industry leader in live streaming. You can complain about Twitch. You can complain about their lack of support for educators and their full support for boobas and cringe streaming. Doesn't matter. Twitch defined the medium. They defined the medium, and they continue to be the leader in the medium. And I'm going to take great exception to the prediction from Internet Today. I love those guys. I totally love them. It's like one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube. But they have predicted the demise of Twitch, and that's because they're not Twitch streamers. They don't have any clue how the Twitch community works. And quite frankly, I didn't have any clue. For many years, I didn't know how the Twitch community worked. And I feel like I've gotten much more of a clue now. So the number one reason to stream to Twitch, and Twitch only, is because Twitch is the only live streaming platform that matters, period. It is. It's really the only one that matters. It's okay. So let's talk about why it matters so well, right? And so many mainstream people do not understand this. They don't understand that YouTube will never be able to touch Twitch. Not even close. Let's talk about why. So live streaming involves interaction. It involves commitment to generating things that are going to hold people there, things that are fun for people to do, and secondary watching content. So that means putting it up on the screen and participating as a part of a community, not as a video that happens to have chat, which is pretty much what YouTube is. Twitch destroys everybody else on this. Okay, let's talk about why Twitch is so much better for live streaming community involvement. Number one, you have a chat that's there. You have a community that can wander around and watch multiple streams at the same time. That means that they are like lurking in like 5 different streams, and they go into one and then they watch another one, and they know each other, and they come in there and they say, hey, I saw you on that other stream over there. When has that ever happened on YouTube? Never. Never. You know why? Because YouTube doesn't even get the idea of building community at all. YouTube is a platform about building community around videos, and they've done a great job at that. And that's what they're really good at. So that's the first reason. The first reason is Twitch actually understands how to build community. They realize that they are basically a community platform that happens to have, videos and live streaming associated with it. And so for the number one reason above every other reason, Twitch gets it. They get what it means to build a community. They get what it means to promote a community. They regularly promote streamers. They regularly highlight them. They put them all under a category. They are using their algorithm to say, hey, you know what? You might want to watch this other streamer over here. That never happens on YouTube. It never happens on Kick. It doesn't happen on YouTube. It doesn't happen on Facebook at all. Right? Those are all platforms that you're expected to have a community already, and you just happen to be able to do a live stream in the community. Twitch is focused on building community above everything else, building community, and the live stream quite frankly, is sort of secondary to that. It's obviously really important, but it's not the primary reason. The primary thing that Twitch does is build a community. And yeah, if the community is going to be around a girl in a thong, fine. Sometimes the community is around, astronomy or chemistry or, Overwatch. Yeah, I said Overwatch. So there. It's kind of a meme in the Twitch community. Everybody makes fun of Overwatch. But interacting with people from other countries and stuff like that, that happens on Twitch. That does not happen on YouTube. Doesn't happen even on Kick. Kick is Twitch's leftovers, and we're going to get to why. I mean, we're going to get there. So the number one reason, and even if you didn't watch anything else in this video, that Twitch wins is because Twitch builds community. And the internet today guys are predicting the demise of Twitch don't understand community building in a live streaming environment. They understand YouTube community building. They understand getting followers there, but they do not understand Twitch community building. The second part of that's related to the community building thing is the integrations. You can go look around right now on Twitch and just go look at the random people that are showcased in front of you and see all the integrations that they have. The bit notifications, the little stream avatars, the little games that you can make. So Twitch has got hands down, and I have gotten into the technical stuff at the very low nitty-gritty details. I've written integrations with Restream. I've written integrations with Twitch and everything. The Twitch API, quirks and all, is still light years ahead of everything else. Kick doesn't even have one, right? Kick doesn't even have one. YouTube's integration, they have nothing. There's no way to integrate with YouTube. The best thing you could do to integrate with YouTube would be for you to do OBS and Streamlabs and all that other stuff, and all these secondary, service providers have added on all of these ways for you to integrate, different cool things into your stream through OBS. But in terms of like having actual extensions or having an API that actually shows you when people log in and all these different things, for all of that, you have to depend on like a less than good YouTube. And let me tell you the biggest one of all, and this is a kind of a techie nerdy detail, so you might geek out on this. Twitch has kept the IRC interface. So Twitch it's come, they always try to get rid of it, and they always come back to, no, this is better than everything else. That means people on Twitch can actually use IRC to do their chat. That means that the chat is wicked fast and very efficient. YouTube is absolute crap in comparison. YouTube, in order to get the chat, I know this because I wrote an integration layer that was bypassing Restream. I was like, how's Restreaming doing? So in order to get the chat to even show up, if you want to write a chat integration, you have to regularly pull the YouTube system and say, give me all the chat messages since the last 2 seconds. And then it bulk downloads them all in one thing. And then you have to do it. Rather than opening up a pipe and just keeping it open all the time and having every chat message get fed down, which is what IRC does, you have to you have to query every single chat message. And if I knew nothing else about the Twitch API, about the YouTube API, I could tell you right now that limitation is permanently going to destroy YouTube as a live streaming platform. Period. If I knew nothing else about all of the other integrations that could happen, that they are totally just thumbing their nose at, and we don't need that. YouTube is just full of hubris because they've got all the video market, and they probably should stick with videos because their streaming platform is terrible. It's terrible. And okay, so let's talk about another thing. The Twitch community the Twitch people, they want to promote Twitch streamers. They actually put the Twitch content providers, and sometimes they lose their way on this, but mostly the Twitch people actually care about building their community. They care about the people that are there. And they care about the people who are being DJs and the people that are making music. They actually allow VOD channel 2 to be sent so that the music doesn't go into the VOD. YouTube doesn't do any of that. YouTube shuts you down very unceremoniously and says, no, we're going to just pull the plug on your stream because we think you're streaming copyrighted content. They don't even give you a chance to appeal. They just turn it off. And if you do it for more than an hour, they give you a copyright strike. Twitch never does that. In fact, there's thousands of people on Twitch who stream copyrighted music in DJ form through mixes and different things, and they're creative in many different ways, and Twitch allows it as long as they don't save the VODs and nobody comes after them. Twitch is like defending the rights of the content providers. And look, they have problems. Twitch is not perfect, but I tell you what, they are better than YouTube. They are better than Kick. They are better than Facebook and everybody else, especially when it comes to sticking up for the rights of content providers. They are. They're just better at it. And it's probably because they make more money at it than the other ones do. I don't know. So that is why, those are the main reasons to stay on Twitch. And I don't think Twitch is anywhere near going bad, going down. Twitch is stingy with a bitrate. They can't even do decent quality stream. That's absolute bullshit. And I have objective evidence to the contrary of that comment. Okay, so let's talk about quality for a second, okay? Twitch is not stingy with their bandwidth. If you're an affiliate, you can stream up to 8,000 kilobits per second, and they're unofficially, they say 6,000, but unofficially they say 8,000. You cannot, that is fine. That is fine for any stream. Any live stream you ever want to do, that's plenty of bandwidth to do a stream. Even at 30 FPS, which is what most gamers are even streaming at 30 FPS instead of 60. So that is plenty. That is not stingy. In fact, the main reason, the main catalyst for this change on my part is because of the shitty YouTube live stream that I watched. And you can go do this if you want to do this for yourself. You can go compare my VODs from yesterday and the day before that, when I sent through Restream, I sent at one point 15,000 kilobits per second, and it doesn't catch up. It can only do 6,000 at 7K. It cuts me at 720. I've never had it cut me to 720. No. Yesterday I was pushing 2 days ago I was pushing 8,000, and it was fine. It was fine at 1080p. So at YouTube, you can push more bitrate if you want, but through Restream yesterday, I did this yesterday and the day before, and the quality of the live streaming coming from Restream, and you might be able to blame it on Restream. I don't think so, because Restream just hands off the bitrate as it is absolutely abysmally bad. The quality of the stream on YouTube is absolute crap compared to the Twitch. And you go back, you can go look at the VODs. They're just absolutely crazy. And so the consensus in the IRL streaming community for the long time has been send 8,000 kilobits per second to Twitch and call it a day. And you got to make sure that you bump up your 12,000 kilobits per second in your in your IRL kit Bella box, because there needs to be a higher thing from which OBS can then pull it down. I also believe that I had some problems with OBS not having enough CPU power on my machine I bumped it up to 60 frames per second. So we're going to see, but I was definitely able to compare both yesterday and today, and the day before yesterday, and the live streaming the quality on YouTube is just crap. It's absolute crap. I cannot believe how bad it is. And I bumped up the bit rate yesterday on Restream and then OBS because I thought, oh, YouTube is going to be able to handle it. And YouTube didn't do anything better. Twitch got a lot better. And YouTube didn't. And I was like, what the hell? I thought YouTube was supposed to be the better place to be able to take higher marks there. It depends on the because not anyone have high CPUs to do 6 at the same time. Yeah. So the main reasons though are not even related to bitrate and stuff like that. So let's get to this sort of secondary reasons. Secondary reasons are managing multiple streams at the same time is a pain in the ass. It's super hard. You have to be able to change. Like I had Kick for a long time. Okay, so let's talk about Kick. Kick is completely out of the game. Yesterday, I tried to stream a higher bit rate to Kick, and rather than just blocking it, it tried to restart my stream every second, and it flooded everybody with like 80 to 100 notifications and emails at the same time. I will never, ever stream to Kick again. Not to mention the fact that Kick automatically saves VODs. You cannot stop a VOD from being saved. There's no private setting. They have no API, no way to integrate, and they're run by a bunch of gambling crooks. I'm not doing Kick ever again. I'm so sorry I even thought of doing Kick. And I regret it. I regret having done it. I'm never doing it again. And there's going to be people that disagree with me on that, but that's the reason. Kick is out. Kick is like completely out. I'm glad that they're pushing the bar for Twitch and making them think about, even though they stole Twitch's software, straight up. I mean, it's pretty clear. And they got no ethics whatsoever over there. They're like doing whatever the hell they want. That's fine for them. If they want to continue to stream that way, great. I don't want anything to do them. So they're gone. I mean, they're completely gone. Facebook, what about them? Facebook actually does a really great live stream, but they also downsample and do their own transcoding on all the videos. they do allow, they're a little, they're not as draconian about YouTube with copyrighted music when it sneaks in. Which, by the way, yesterday I did a 4.5 hour stream with not a single bit of music, and I got demonetized on YouTube in that live stream. Why? Because I was riding my bike around the mall and there was music outside. And I mean, if you're looking at it from a financial angle, YouTube's a complete joke when it comes to like content for live content. Because that would like if I was like gonna if I actually cared about making money on YouTube live streams, which I don't. Which, by the way, we're gonna get to the financial thing. It's not even funny, but you know, yesterday I made lots of personal sacrifices with regard to music and stuff, and made sure it only played in my ears and everything. I did everything right, all according to the rules, and I still got demonetized because I went and got some donuts at an outdoor mall, and it picked up music, and now my whole freaking live stream is demonetized. 4.5 hours of demonetized content. It's a total joke. I will never stream to YouTube ever again. The only thing I'm ever going to put on YouTube is content that has been crafted and designed to go on YouTube, which is what YouTube likes. It likes YouTube videos that are really good. You can pump them up. You can make your crazy, stupid thumbnails if you want to play by their algorithm. I don't. So, no more live streaming to YouTube. They're out. Facebook is really great. The one thing about Facebook that I really don't like, I really don't like having to give up. Facebook has by far the best automated closed captioning. I mean, you can go on Facebook and after a video has been created and it automatically puts the little closed captioning on the screen. It's so stinking cool. I mean, it just blows away Twitch and everything else. So for content that you want to be able to, to watch that way. And so yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna be on YouTube. I mean, okay, so let's talk about the money for a second, okay? What was the other one? Twitter. It's not even worth talking about. Do I need to tell you why I don't need to stream to Twitter? I mean, I only did it because I was paying the $200 a year for Restream, and it gave me 5 different services to stream to. So I thought, what the hell? I'll just stream to Twitter. The Twitter quality is absolute crap. You can't delete your videos. There's no VODs. There's no taking it down. And I'm going to tell you a fun story about this. This happened in my first year of streaming. It's X. I'm going to call it Twitter. I don't care. You can call it X. I refuse to call it X. Elon, hey, buddy. So, it's still Twitter. You can call it whatever you want. But so, yeah, I'm misgendering Twitter. How about that? Oh, yeah. Anyway, so, I'm not calling it that. It's Twitter. You South African idiot. Yeah, it's just Twitter, Yeah, anyway. It's such a joke. I don't even know why I streamed over that. I don't even use it. I still have it for notifications because some people still look at it. I'm like, okay, fine. But the YouTube video, but I have a story about this. So about the first year that I started streaming, I actually figured out this dual streaming thing because I was actually in it for the education and not for the money or anything else. And I'm still that's my priority. Anyway, so that's why I went back to restreaming, by the way. The reason I went back to restreaming to multiple platforms now that they changed all their thing is I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go ahead and restream to all these, platforms and for the sake of education and reaching the most people and helping the most people. I mean, that was my thought process for restreaming. Every time I do multi-streaming, which has been many times, I go flip, flop, restream, no stream, restream, no stream, restream. I do it all the time. So the first year, right? So the first year I did this, I said, okay, fine, I'm gonna stream to Periscope. It was Periscope back then. And I'm like, okay, great. And I accidentally left my stream on. There's no video of this as far as I know. I was considerably bigger than I am now. And I left my stream on, and I had a towel on, and I took a shower in my bathroom back there. It was like this towel like right here. And I had a towel on around my waist. I knew I was not stupid enough to ever stand in front of the camera without a towel on. And so I had a towel on, and I went and I for some reason I let the stream go. And so I leaned over to turn off something, and it all got streamed. And so my, all my torso got streamed, kind of half naked-ish. And it was really highlighted well because it was a green screen and everything. It was just this big, scary, white fat guy. And I panicked immediately. I was like, oh, damn, I think I'm streaming. And so I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm almost ready to show you my abs pretty soon. Not yet, though. Not yet. They're getting there. They're getting there. They're getting there. So anyway, so I was like, let's do this. And so because I was so terrified. So I went up to Periscope and I'm like, I need to delete this. I need to delete this. How do I do it? And I panicked. I could not delete it. I couldn't delete it. So I was like, oh shit. And I like deleted my entire Periscope account. And then I eventually, and then Twitter added back streaming after that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do streaming on Twitter, and it was okay. I was like, okay, whatever. And then the whole thing with the whole that was like 2 years ago. So that was the first time I realized that streaming to two different platforms at the same time is actually kind of dangerous, especially when you can't delete the VOD. I mean, I think you can delete the VOD on Kick. I can't remember. I don't think you can. No, you can't. You cannot delete the VODs on Kick. Can you imagine? Oh God, I can't even believe I ever streamed to that. That's way too dangerous. Should we talk about the time I had to get a new credit card because I streamed my credit card number? If you haven't done it, you will do it if you're a live streamer. If you're an IRL live streamer, you will make one of those mistakes one of these days. You will definitely do it. FFmpeg is really cool. I use that. By the way, I've done all of that. I've looked at all the ways of restreaming. So back in the day, there's another thing. If you're going to stream to two platforms, there's lots of ways to do it. There's OBS plugins. There's Restream. There's a container that I used to use that you stream to it, and then it simultaneously splits your stream and sends it out as long as you got the bandwidth at home. And that's how I streamed to YouTube and Twitch for a very long time. And this was before it was officially allowed by Twitch, which it is now, right? Twitch is like, yes, you can stream to multiple things. We don't care, right? And so everybody's like restreaming to two things at the same time, primarily YouTube. And and they're dealing with it. And I just watched Terry last night. I love Terry. I rated him twice yesterday. And Terry Bernstein, and he was like, okay, let me check YouTube. Okay, let me check Twitch. Okay, let me check YouTube. Okay, let me check Twitch. And that's kind of the problem, right? I mean, if you actually have communities in other places, I have 93 people on Facebook that it immediately all canceled me because I made a complaint and it was mostly family members and they canceled me, which is fine. I don't, care. But if I had a more active Facebook community and a more active Kick community, it would have been a pain in the ass to kind of try to follow them all. Also, I'm reading the YouTube chat and it's like got this stupid restream bot, prefixing everything. And it's, it's a pain. It's annoying. So the takeaway from this point right here is, logistically, for somebody who actually has a full-time job and wants to do a little bit of streaming on the side, maintaining multiple streams and multiple communities at the same time is hard. It's really hard. All right, and let's talk about multiple streams and multiple communities at the same time. Okay, so the problem with this whole idea of community building is, and this is kind of related to what I just said with my family on Facebook. The Facebook community, love them or hate them. My personal Facebook community, I gave up my Facebook account for years. I was like, I don't want anything to do with you crazy people. And I'm sorry to put it that way, but if you saw some of the stuff that I saw on Facebook every day, I mean, some of my Twitch streams, we go through it. I'm like the Jesus AI that we saw yesterday. Oh my God, I wanted to just go, who the hell are these people? And many of them are my family or my, former schoolmates and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, fine. I want to try to reconnect with my family. And I thought it was all going to be great. And it turned into a shit show. And then they canceled me and now they're not even there anymore. So I'm like, okay, no, we're not doing that. So in terms of community, I could care less about the Facebook community. The people that are on Facebook community, I don't care about you. I don't. The people that I care to know, I know them without knowing them through Facebook. The really crazy thing is the people who claim to love me and know me, they go through Facebook and I've had all of these other things available forever and they never knew about it because I wasn't on Facebook. The only thing they know is Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, I don't exist. Oh, well, guess I don't exist then. Family politic fighting. Yeah. When my parents posted a thing that said, yes, we need to push for cutting the hands off of thieves in shoplifters, that was the thing that made me delete my Facebook thing. I was like, no, we don't need to do that. That's not funny. We don't need to go back to the old ways. I don't want anything to do with Facebook. Bye-bye, Facebook. Bye-bye. Go do your Jesus AI and your warped ass, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm done. I'm done with Facebook. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm going to keep my Facebook account, but And all the people like fishing for, if you really love me, you'll comment on this thing here. If you really love me, only my true friends love me now. Let me know you're my, what kind of codependent crazy shit are you thinking you're gonna get from Facebook? Get a fucking life. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. So if you need somebody to like your picture on Facebook to prove that you are a human being, go see a psychologist. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm done with Facebook. I don't want anything to do with that community. I don't, every time I pull up the community to see how things went, I get triggered. There's a few people who actually were influenced by my streaming to Facebook, and they have, they have made progress in their own way, and that's cool. But maybe like 2 people, the rest of the people are like people that tried to sleep with me who were, I don't even want to get in there. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. And I mean, it's just so fucked up. It's so screwed up. I'm sorry for the swear word. I don't want anything to do with it. Bye-bye. You're gone. Okay. Speaking of community, YouTube. I don't know what the deal is with YouTube, but the people who talk to me on YouTube, the random person who comes into my YouTube live stream is more likely to say, why is your voice so high? It sounds like your balls haven't dropped yet. That actually happened. I don't know. That might have been Kick, actually. It's like, I don't, and I know it's not everybody, but the people who find me through YouTube versus the people who find, I never would have guessed this, by the way. I never would have guessed this. The people on Twitch are, honest to God, they self-filter better than any place else. And I think that's because Twitch has a better algorithm. I don't know that. Twitch has a better algorithm. Just do some live streaming and you get some weird comments. Yeah, you really do. They don't know about it. And I know, Dima, you're so good at moderating for Barry. I mean, you're like a total pro, and I'm so glad you're out there. And I think, for Terry, did I say Barry? Berenstein. Anyway, Terry, so Dima's a mod for Terry. To be fair, Terry Bernstein, did I say his name right? Terry Bernstein has a very significant YouTube presence. And so for him to stream to YouTube makes total sense. It makes total sense because his community is built around his amazing videos. He's got such great content. He's a professional videographer. He's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. And I got the pleasure to raid him yesterday, and he raided me back. And it's like, yeah, do you bike stream? Because I saw you were in your car. And to him, he would like, he's got standards. He wouldn't start a stream unless it was like on the bike. He's got standards. And I think he sometimes filters out his content for YouTube even because he cares about the algorithm for YouTube, and he should. He's got like the coolest YouTube video ever, among the cycling people, and I respect that decision. I'm not trying to tell Terry or anyone else what to do here. Obviously, I'm just explaining why I'm doing what I do. I do not have a YouTube presence. I don't. Hey Ray, I do not have a YouTube presence. I don't. And frankly, the people that are on my YouTube, they complain because my YouTube presence is built around education and technology. And they get pissed off. I'm not kidding. I have people like openly complain on my chat saying, where'd all the tech content go? What are you doing? This is annoying. They want, bring back the tech, bring back code. They're just like yelling at me because I built a brand around the tech content on YouTube. Not around cycling like Terry. So people, they hate it. They absolutely hate it. And I actually tried to split accounts. I had like RTX Rob Fun, and I was going to only stream over there. Oh, okay, all the fun content, including my wife in a bikini. Yeah. You want to see my wife in a bikini? Go look at RTX Rob Fun on YouTube. It's over there someplace, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, so the dog, our doggy and all that stuff. I was like, okay, I'm only going to do. And, I've thought about that again. I've thought about, hey, if I'm going to stream YouTube content, if I'm going to do videos that are not tech related, I can do that. At the end of the day, I'm just not going to live stream to YouTube anymore. There is a chance. You want to see Robin bikini? How about pink underwear? Mm-hmm. There may be a VOD out there with me, dad ass in pink underwear. It might exist out there someplace. But if you weren't here, you missed out. Okay. So anyway, and by the way, that's more appropriate Twitch content, right? So another thing you can do on Twitch is you can like push the boundaries of things, because people who know about Twitch tend to be okay with boundary pushing. People on Facebook, not so much. People on YouTube, not so much. Right? People on Twitter, who cares about them? So I mean, literally, if you're still on Twitter, why are you on Twitter? So let's talk about the money thing for a bit, okay? All right. To use Restream, $200 for the standard Restream, $200. If you want to get transcoding in order to get actually good quality content on each target thing, you have to pay by the hour because it's so expensive. So it's crazy expensive. Next, let's talk about monetization. Okay. From the very beginning, when I did the research, it turns out to be 100% true. Hit by ads, ironic. Yeah. If you're hit by ads, it's because you're not subbed, or you don't have Prime, or you don't want to do a thing. And I apologize for that. But you know what? Turns out ads pay for the bills. For me, for Twitch, for everybody, right? And people who complain about ads, I'm like, really what you're saying is that you're just too cheap or uninformed to avoid the ads, because there are lots of ways to not have ads. The cool way would be for you to actually sub or to do, the Twitch thing. And you can complain about Amazon being our corporate overlords all you want. The fact is that money is what makes things happen in the universe. And I didn't make that rule. That's just the rule. And that goes for me, and that goes for Twitch, and it goes for everybody else. If you don't like the ads, there are plenty of really easy ways to get rid of the ads. Some of which you pay for, some of which you don't pay for. And if you don't like the ads, fine. That's up to you. I'm not going to judge you for not liking ads. If you don't like ads and you don't want to support a stream, or you're not into the stream enough to know whether you want to support that streamer, that's totally fine. And I'm right there with you. I'm also the guy who's gifting a sub as soon as I land in Dial Jess every once in a while, because I love her stream. Right? Get Turbo on Twitch, and it's ad free, cost platform streamer, and gets ad revenue from them anyway. Yeah. So I don't want to talk about ads, because people who complain about ads, I get it. I don't like the ads. I'm not the one who made it up. Could I turn my ads down and not have the minimum necessary to get 55% ad share? I probably could. I'm not going to do that, though, because there's so many other ways for you to get rid of the ads. Why would I turn my ad revenue down for the people who pay Turbo to come here, right? And then I would get less, by the way, if I turn my ad revenue all the way down, so that the few cheapskates who don't want to pay or don't want to set up ad blocking are okay. Why would I do that? I would rather get a full 55% from the people who actually are subbed, and the people who are doing Turbo, than and have those people be educated in how to stop the ads. I mean, if you really don't want ads and you absolutely cannot pay the money, I get it. Maybe you're from another country or something, even though I just found out that Twitch, by the way, is the only company that does this. Twitch actually adjusts how much subscriptions cost based on the region. And you can say what you want about Twitch ads, and you can attack them and sell them, and I don't disagree. I mean, I don't like ads. I wish I could control what ads were shown. The Subaru ad, by the way, was not because of my content, it turns out. I wish it was. I would love to be able to promote for them. But yeah, there you go. So my mod status from Kick is transferable. Absolutely, Ray. Are you not mod over here? Yeah, we'd love to have you as a mod over here. I'm pretty generous with the mod stuff. So, and the whole thing with Kick was, we'll give you a higher percentage of affiliate stuff. Yeah, but no, not unless you're a really big time streamer. Amazon in general does address subscription costs. So I mean, YouTube is a total joke when it comes to money. In fact, there are people predicting the demise of YouTube, like Wisecrack. Wisecrack, when in his Mr. Beast video, he talks about the algorithm and how much digital content creators are losing on YouTube. I push pretty good numbers, pretty average numbers on YouTube, and I barely make $50 a month. Wisecrack makes $3,500 a month. Think about that for a second. That's it. And Mr. Beast makes a crazy ton of money. YouTube is like a broken capitalist system. The high echelons make millions of dollars and everybody else makes nothing. That's not the case on Twitch. And you know what? You can complain about Twitch all you want, but the democratization of monetization on Twitch, even with their partner and partner plus and affiliate and all that shit that you have to do, and you have to bow down and make sure you have 75 concurrent streamers and everything. But I tell you what, the ability for ads to run, the ability once you hit affiliate, and once you are able to get people to pay bits and stuff, that amount of money is distributed more fairly among the people on Twitch than YouTube ever will be. Ever will be. And I have to say I want to support that. And I mean it goes with that. I mean, and if you're and from a streamer perspective, you're going to make a much higher percentage of money on Twitch than you ever will on YouTube. And full disclosure, I'm up to 156 subs. I'm a small-time streamer, and my monthly income is about $456 from Twitch. You know, and on GitHub, I'm making about $200 from people who sub to me on GitHub, which I get a higher percentage. Not everybody has a GitHub account. I mean, I'm telling you my numbers openly because I'm not. I have a full-time job because I want to be able to do this, but that money pays for things like pink underwear and donuts from Mina and coffee. And potentially, someday, I might be able to retire a little bit early. I'm going to retire in 5 years, and some of this money is going to actually make more of a difference. And so I actually do appreciate the money. And so, I mean, you can complain that, okay, they take 50% cut of all the bits and everything, but let's be real. Bits and stream donations, and for those who do media queries and stuff like that, this is so much fun. It's so much more entertaining way to support a stream than just some boring $20 a month subscription to GitHub or thing. I mean, I'll make more money that way, but I gotta tell you, I am just as susceptible to it. The other day, I wasn't even drunk, and I gave out like five. I think it was 5 or 10 subs. Because I found, hey, how you doing? I found a new stream, and I was like, oh my god, this stream is so awesome! And I was like so overwhelmed with how cool the stream was, and I wanted it to continue. And so I went. Yeah, I know I should retire and stay. So I went to. That's another topic, Steve. We'll talk about that. But we went to. I started the stream, and so I like dumped 5 subs, and I'm like looking at my PayPal, and I'm like, damn. When we were doing the budget, and I was like adding up all the money that I was giving to Twitch, and I mean, I don't know what to say about that other than it's effective, right? Everybody wants to participate in helping a stream grow and feeling like they're a part of the community. I mean, it's just a testament to how great Twitch has really nailed the community engagement thing with regard to support as well. I watch, for example, I watch Rob CD. I lurk there a lot because he's a big time IRL streamer, and he's got, all kinds of weeaboos there who love him with lots of money. And they like media querying $7 songs like all day long. I know, Matt, we got it. Matt, I think Matt, I thought you might have been drinking a little bit. Yeah, Matt sub-bombed me 40 subs like 2 weeks ago. And I love you, Matt, too. I love you. You know I love you, right? So I know how it is, though, right? You get watching and you get really into the vibe. And I've been on 80s Dance Party even, which is so fun and so cringy. And I was over on 80s Dance Party. I'm like, oh, this is so fun. I got to support him. Like 10 sub-bombs later. The thing that's really crazy about that is I'll be over on Victor Dancer or some other Twitch streamer. And I'm like, I remember when you sub-bombed in blah, blah, blah. Okay, that little dynamic of having a person who's watching remember when you sub-bombed and, you did that moment for somebody else. That doesn't happen on YouTube. That doesn't happen on Kick. It doesn't happen anywhere else. That is a unique Twitch thing. It's a part of the culture of Twitch. And actually, it's really fun because I was looking at my year-end review, and I was like, damn, I'm just as much a participant on the Twitch community as I went. And if the 2020 Rob, pre-COVID 2020 Rob, never caught COVID, knock on wood. And they, if you were looking at me talking today, like, what the hell is wrong with you? You actually spent time creating emojis? I thought emojis were silly and they were like for little kids and stuff. Yeah, I was wrong. I was an idiot. I was an idiot. I didn't understand the Twitch vibe, the Twitch community, and all of the amazing things that happen here. And you know, this isn't an apologetics for Twitch. This isn't a try to get back my stature with Twitch after having been such an anti-Twitch person for so long. It's not my, just ranty mentality. It's not even new Rob, which is what we're calling Rob with abs now and less of a beard. But it's just coming to the realization that this is how this platform works. This is how live streaming works. And it works. It actually works. So tech community building number 1, tech integration number 2. You missed it. I already showed them. You're gonna have to go back and watch the VOD. Somebody's gonna have to clip my abs. I was Pomo. It was just like 10 minutes ago. So anyway, there we go. That's the end of this video, and stay tuned. So it's for all the reasons I mentioned. I'm just gonna stream to Twitch from now on. Will I change my mind and stream to YouTube or some other thing eventually someday? Probably will end up doing that. That is just how I am. But that's another thing. Live streamer prerogative. I can change whenever I want. Do I ever change my mind? No, Kick. Kick is never coming back. You'll have to watch the VOD for that. All right, that's the end of the video. And